guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Ailish. It's lovely to meet you and I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Today's video is all about how to actually achieve your goals. It's all well and good having nice ideas and thinking positively for yourself and like really wanting to achieve something, but it's the groundwork, it's the planning, it's the organising which is the determining factor as to whether you're actually ever going to reach those goals. And because we're coming into a new year, I feel like it's an appropriate time, although honestly this could be applied to any new goal. You could start this on a Tuesday, you could start it in February, March, who cares? It is a really solid method that is going to work for you, but who doesn't love also having goals to start in January? I personally do have goals in January, so I'm kind of going to share mine alongside this at the same time. I just wanted to pop in here and politely ask if you wouldn't mind leaving a like or a comment on this video. It really helps me out with engagement, really helps my account, and it's really appreciated, so thank you so much if you do. So the first thing that you actually have to do is make sure that you make specific goals that you can actually achieve. Like, what do you want to achieve? Think about that and then be specific with it. So I'm going to use myself here as an example, but this year I want to get really strong. That's very vague. That could mean anything to anyone, you know, that's very personal. So what does being strong mean to me? It means that I got my chin up this year and I really want to get my pull up. So I really need to work on my back strength. Additionally, I want to hit PBs in a lot of my main lifts, a lot of my compounds. I really want to start working and focusing on my strength. So to accommodate this, I'm going to spend the first week of January testing out where my current strength is so I can set appropriate realistic goals to achieve. So I know where I am so I can take baby steps. So set goals that are realistic and appropriate and that make sense. Number two is you need to set up some routines. You need to set up routines that are going to help you achieve your goals. So that can be morning routines, gym routines, evening routines. I have a planner here that I got from, I think, Papier or Papier. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a planner anyways. And it's a daily planner where I can write in my schedule, my to-dos, and I will be using this alongside Google Calendar, because Google Calendar is the base of my routines. Everything that ever happens, whether it's somebody's birthday plans or whether it's an appointment or anything to do with work, goes straight into Google Calendar. So it's like a base, I can't forget anything. And then on a daily basis, I will then go to my written planner, because there's just something that's really nice about writing things down. Like, it makes you feel accomplished. You do what works for you, whether you just want to stick to one calendar, you want to be totally on paper, you want to be totally on the computer. Find a way that works for you, but make sure that you sort routines, morning, gym and evening. So for example, I will make some morning and evening routine videos like in the new year, but my morning routine is going to involve going on a walk, doing my journaling and writing in my diary, having my breakfast and getting to work, doing my skincare. Pretty simple. That's going to be my morning routine. It's going to get me in a really good mindset for work, and having my breakfast ensures that when I go to the gym, I'm going to have fuel in my body. So make sure that your routines set you up to achieve your goals. So if you've got to get to the gym, if you have to prep your food, whatever it may be, you need to make sure that you organise and have a look at where your routines currently are and how they need to change to support you reaching that goal. Number three is you might have to break some bad habits and you might have to build some new habits. This kind of links into your routines. So like I just mentioned about reflecting on where your current routines are and whether they actually support you reaching your goals. This is important. So for me, a bad habit that I have at the moment, that it's not specifically linked to the strength thing, but it's definitely linked to like mood and how I feel in myself, which ultimately links into how I can perform at the gym. And it's like a really bad habit I have is getting up and scrolling on social media at the moment. I just kind of got into it towards the end of last year when I was a little bit stressed, and now it's really ruining my day. Like, I'm spending too much time on social media and I feel awful for it. So that's a bad habit that I've identified and that I want to break. So to change that, the issue is I'm waking up in the morning and I'm going on social media. I need to break that routine and do something else. So my new routine is going to involve waking up, going on a walk and journaling. And I really hope that it's going to be difficult. I know it's not going to be easy, but it is going to make me feel a hell of a lot better. So that is the new routine that I am using to replace the old routine. So the routines and the habits kind of link in. You've got to identify the habits that you want to change and make sure that you can build new routines that foster new habits and kind of push you away from old bad ones. Next is your meal planning and prepping. This is a huge important part of any goals to do, especially with honestly just feeling good in yourself, but especially to do with if you want to lose weight, gain weight, build muscle, get strong. Like, your diet is really important. If you are trying to lose weight especially and you just wake up every day crossing your fingers you're in a deficit, stop being an idiot, please, and like spend a little time planning and really making sure that you are, because just guessing and just leaving it to chance is going to make you not achieve those goals. You're going to feel like a failure and it's just going to suck, you know, like, and I don't want that for you. You don't want that for you. You want to feel like successful and like you've achieved your goals, and all it requires is a little bit of planning. And the more that you plan and the more that you're organized, the easier and easier and easier it gets. So there is no specific dietary goals with Jake and I. We both have our meals together. We kind of come as a team. So it's between the two of us that we plan meals. The way that we're doing it at the moment, and again, can be totally different for everyone, but I'm just sharing what's working for us really well currently, is we are cooking 3 days a week to make 6 days worth of food. So every 2 days we cook 2 dinners and 2 lunches. So we'll have the same food twice in a row. It kind of seems confusing, but it's not. Sunday night we'll cook, Tuesday night we'll cook, and Thursday night we'll cook. And that makes lunch and dinner for 6 days. And then breakfast, I just make in the morning, that's gonna be oats. But how we did it, this took less than an hour. We sat and we decided the lunches and dinners we're having. So we picked 3 lunches and 3 dinners. And then you can write this down. So this is written down for me. Like, I've written it all down. You can see, like, basically having butternut squash 2 days in a row, carrot and lentil soup 2 days in a row, chicken and mushroom soup 2 days in a row. I'm really fancying soup lately, so I just wanted to go a bit soup crazy. And then having kung pao chicken for dinner 2 nights in a row, turkey subs for 2 nights in a row, and then spicy sausage pasta for 2 nights in a row. So we kind of just sat there and were like, thought about the protein. Protein's the base of the meal. We kind of decided which proteins we're going to go for this week, and then we built the ideas around that. If you have no idea what to cook, just type in healthy recipes on Google. It's really easy, just healthy recipes, and see one that looks nice. Or if you really struggle to cook, healthy easy recipes, or if you really struggle to cook healthily on a budget, cheap healthy easy recipes, just Google it. So we plan the meals we're going to make and then pop them into a Google Sheets file, and then find a recipe. Just find a recipe online. And honestly, we love cooking, both of us, and we will just like kind of chuck random things together, but just as like a baseline to get like the base ingredients. We'll copy a recipe over, copy the ingredients, and then use that as the ingredients list for when we order online. So it's all there, and imagine that's 6 meals now that are all there and organized. So if we do that every single week for a year, that's like 52 times 6. That's like 312 recipes that could be had organized. I mean, I'd maybe recycle these a couple of times, but basically you put the effort in and you put the research in, and as long as you keep it, so I'm keeping it in this book planner so I can kind of flip back and see what we had and which organizations we had them in, and then keeping it also on Google Drive so that the recipe links and the ingredients are there, so that can be referred back to in the future. And for anybody who lives in Dubai, we order our meat on Carney store because it's really good quality and it tastes really yummy, and we order our main bulk of food with Kibsons, and we just order it to get it delivered because it's just the easiest thing to do here. Shopping in the supermarket here is very stressful. So that is how we're organising our food, and we just kind of went easy with this first week, and we'll kind of refine it as the weeks go on, and we'll get back into the habit of meal prepping. But that's a simple way to plan and prep your meals. 3 cooking nights, you're just eating the same meal twice in a row. It just means that every other day you've got no cooking, you're just doing some reheating. What's really important to do is have an overview of your month as well. So for example, if you have a weight loss goal, you are going to want to make sure that you calculate your deficit correctly. So like how many steps you're doing, your workouts, everything, diet, blah, blah, blah. If you've got a really social month and you don't account for it, then it's probably going to be really difficult. So for example, we have 2 social occasions this month, so we can like budget that into finances. We can budget that into meal planning and prepping, and how that's going to impact the goals. And they're both on the weekend, so there is no major, like at the moment, doesn't seem like there's going to be anything majorly in the way. Obviously that might change, but every single month do have a little bit of a reflection, so you can kind of like manage your expectations. If it's a very quiet month, you can expect to really achieve your goals and smash them. If it's a more of a busy month, manage those expectations and just understand that it might be a little bit more difficult to achieve every single thing, every single goal, and maybe you're going to make a tiny little bit less progress, but that's fine, because you had a social time, you had fun, you made memories. And lastly, habit tracking is really useful too. So I got this bullet journal from Tiger, bullet planner, and that it was £3, I think. Really great. You can do this again online. Pick your poison, whatever works for you, whether it's your phone notes or whether it's literally anything. Tracking your habits physically and making a list is a behavioral science which is proven to work. So making a chain, kind of like don't break the chain. So whether that's going on a daily walk, don't break the chain. Whether that's drinking all your liquids, don't break the chain, like try and hit 2 liters every day. Whether it's your gym sessions, physically writing it down and having your goals there in front of you that you can mark off makes you more inclined to want to continue that on and want to achieve the goals. But you have to make sure that you put it into your routine. So this is going to be in my morning routine, what I said. Every morning I'm going to visit this, so I have a time and a place to fill it in, so it's more likely that I'm going to achieve it. Whereas if you just started out, like if you didn't put it into your routine, if you're just like, oh, I'll fill it in when I've got time, you're not going to have time. You need to make sure that your routine is set up to achieve this. Habits and habit tracking is massively going to help. So whether it's whether in this you choose to kind of pop your skincare routine in, setting out the next day, cooking your food, whatever habit you choose, especially if it's something you struggle with, make sure you pop it in there. Make sure you have a routine that you have to go back through your habit tracking, and then also reflect and see what works for you. Like it might not work for you, but maybe set an alarm on your phone. Trial and error. But yeah, so in conclusion, to let me round this all up, myself, my goals are that I want to get strong next year. I want to get a really good pull-up. I want to lift heavier. I want to make some serious strength gains. That means that I have to build routines that support that. Morning routine, evening routine, gym routine. I also need to make sure that my habits are supporting me, my overall mood, my health, that I'm feeling good and that I'm feeling really nice and able to be my best self, my strongest self. I also need to make sure that I'm fueling my body, so I need to plan my meals to make sure that I've got good high protein nutritious meals filling me up. And lastly, making sure that I am overviewing my month and being realistic with myself and understanding and kind, so that I can do the best job that I possibly can. If you struggle with any of these things listed, please do feel free to either reach out to me on Instagram, drop me a message, I'd love to help you. Or if you would like to apply to work with me at the Wellness Club Coaching, so that I can help you reach your goals, get into a great routine, get strong, lose weight in a healthy, sustainable way that you will manage to carry on forever, then click the link in the bio to apply. Otherwise, good luck with your goals, whether they are January goals, March goals, February, any goals. Good luck, you've got this. And thank you so much for watching this video. please drop a like, share this video, subscribe, comment, please interact with it. It really helps me out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.